Hey y'all, welcome back to the Smoke Dungeon. DB here, and today I got something slightly different, kind of different, I don't know. But this is Karak from Kosmos Games, and why I'm showing you this is because I think people need to play more games with their kids, and what better way to start it off than a dungeon crawler? Because that's how DB got going, man. I played a lot of games when I was a kid. And I feel like kids don't play enough board games. You know what I'm saying? They're all up on the YouTubes, watching the TikToks, and all that old bullshit. So check it out. This is a great game, dude. This is Karak, and it's from Kosmos Games. I'm not going to flip the box over because this is opened and unpunched already because I've played it multiple times with my kids, and we'll get into that. But it is a cool little game. It is very much Dungeon Quest or Hero Quest. What was it? From, let me look on the shelf real quick. Old school Dungeon Quest from Games Workshop. Maybe I'll show you that game. But yeah, dude, dungeon crawl with your kids, man. Check this out. So, this is our rule book, dude. It says it's for 2 to 5 players, ages 7 and up. But I'm going to be straight with y'all. When my kid first played this, he was 5, yo. And I would like to think he's smart. I would. And then there are other times that I'm like, he can't be that smart because he does the dumbest stuff. But then again, he's a kid, right? And he's 7 now, and he crushes this game, dude. But I got another one who's younger than that. And maybe, like, he'll play. Right now, he's just starting to play. So, it's super easy. There's no game board, dude. We'll go over the instructions in a minute. The contents of this game are very well, nicely done, Kosmos Games, by the way. Shout out to you guys. So, what you do is you place dungeon tiles. They're all going to be stacked up, right? There's no board. So we take turns building a dungeon. If there's rooms, some of them are hallways. Some are rooms. If there's a room, you then draw one of these chits out of said bag, or in my house, we use a coffee cup, yo, because I teach the kids right. And there are these chits in there, and they are monsters, right? And that's the number you need to roll on 2d6 to beat said monster. And if you beat them, you get said treasure. You know, there's a couple different ones. The art on these is really cool, especially for kids. Normally, I'm not really into the goofy, cartoony stuff, but this is actually very well, nicely done. And they all give, like, little hints as to what they give you, right? Like, this dude's holding the key because he gives you a key. This dude's holding a sword because, oh, yeah, he gives you a sword. Which this 2 right here for the sword just means you'll be able to add that to your d6. But the counters are very well, nicely done. And you may ask, what's the end result of our game? Well, the end result of our game is to kill this dude, the dragon, and to collect some treasures. And you'll see he's a 15 on 2d6, which is what you're rolling. So you need to find some treasures already to kill this guy, you know? Contents, very nicely done. These are our characters, all right? Also cartoonish, but pretty cool. We have, you know, male and female representation here. So, this is the wizard, dude. The kids always make me be the wizard because they say I got a beard, so I got to be him. You know what I mean? And my oldest, he likes to be this dude, of course, Berserker. So, yeah. Here's a really cool part, though, about it. These are like your terminals. And I feel like this is something Games Workshop should have done with Titanicus a little bit better. But these guys kind of fit in here, right? And then if we get some treasures, like say this dude killed a giant rat, right? Oh, what's a giant rat give you? A dagger. You put it in here. And then it goes in there. And then you have your lives go on this side. And when you take a hit, you just flip them over to a skull. Super cool, right? Super cool. And that way, when the kiddos are playing, Look at that. Nothing's moving, dude. Because you know, when the kids are playing, shit is getting knocked around, right? But that don't mean you shouldn't play with the kids, right? That's what I'm saying. So check it out. Then, what else do we got in here? We got some little standees, right? No miniatures in this game, dude. No miniatures. You don't need to start the kids off with miniatures. I know that's kind of sacrilege because this is DB talking. But there ain't nothing wrong with a cardboard standee, y'all. Check them out. Check them out. That's the wizard. I forget if... I think she's like a shaman or a druid. I forget. We got our, like, hoplite-looking dude with a sword. He's supposed to be a Mediterranean warrior. This dude's the warlock. Oh, my hand is glowing. And again, the art, pretty cool on this. We'll look through and see who the illustrator is. It's probably a European dude whose name I will butcher. That's why I didn't tell you the guy's names who actually made the game. So, these are all our standees, right? And they give you little things to put them in there. They give you the bag to put the stuff in. They give you 2 dice. Rounded corners, though, y'all. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. Let's get a roll right here. Uh-oh, 6. The dice are kind of sparkly. You know, the kids like that sort of thing, I guess. I don't know. I can see them good, though. I know that much because they're like a black with a clear pip, you know. And they give you plenty of dungeon tiles in here. Very good variation. You know, here's a few of the other monsters just real quick. I'll show you. We got a spider. We got a skeleton king. This dude gives you the battle axe, dude. Urgh. Right? Got a treasure chest. What's in there? Some gold. You know, we got all kinds of stuff. The one thing I will say that it's, if I'm being harsh, is there's not too much variety on these dudes. Because if you look, they all have the same number. So every spider's going to be a 6. Every rat will be a 5, etc. You know, every skeleton with a key is an 8. And, I mean, that's cool because it teaches the kids numbers, right? So, but you also, you know, it says 7 and up. But when you get to a certain age, it's not going to be that much fun, I feel like. Because it'll become a little bit repetitive based upon the monsters. Now that you can change that, there's like little bonus rules you can put in there and everything like that. And you'll see like each character has 2 things right here. These are going to be special abilities. Some of them are very basic, like he can just re-roll an attack or some such. Others are a little bit more complicated. So for example, the warrior, right? So the warrior, his one skill is double attack. The warrior is skilled at combat. In any combat, he can re-roll the dice the first roll if he doesn't like the first roll. So, and he doesn't lose a hit point if he loses. The chick was called the Oracle. Taya the Oracle. Victorious, the swordsman. The thief. Lord Zanros. Yeah. Argentus the wizard. Pretty cool, yo. This art is super dope. This is one of the monsters, the Fallen. Check that guy out. When we played with the kids the last time, this dude, he murdered me like twice. I just kept trying to kill him because I thought he was awesome. And he murdered me. And they got a mummy, you know. So, the thing is, these dudes that make this game are German, so the rule book is actually not this thick, y'all. You flip it upside down. And this half is in the Deutsch, you know what I'm saying? But DB don't sprechen the Deutsch that much, you know? So we'll look at the English side. So it's clocking in, what do we got? 8 pages with the back, yo, and that's with pictures and everything. So, yeah. So you explore the dungeon, defeat the enemies. The game ends once the dragon's defeated. You know what I'm saying? Super easy. Everybody moves the same amount. You get 4 movements, and it's really easy. You stop when you move into a tile that has a room, or if it already has a monster. You know what I'm saying? It's super easy, super cool. Nice little dungeon crawler to start the kiddos out young. It's got the art that is just goofy and cool enough to get them hooked. Rules are super easy. You move 4 squares, pull a chit out of the bag. What's the number on the chit? Oh, it's a 9. Roll the dice. Oh, there's a 9. You know what I mean? He's done. You get him. Next guy's turn. We move along. We place more dungeon tiles. It's cool, dude. They get to build a little map, which we all know building a map is one of the key, you know, D&D things that's super cool when we were a kid. I mean, I rocked out with the graph paper and the pens and pencils, y'all. So all in all, I paid $40 for this game about a year ago up at my local. Since then, the kids and I have probably played it maybe a dozen times. And they really enjoy it. And I do too. You know, it's not my favorite dungeon crawler, but when they're like, yo, can we play some Karak? I'm like, yeah, dude, we can bust some Karak out. You know, because it's not a bad game. And you got to play with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I want my kids to be able to enjoy games. I ain't going to force it on them, but I am going to give them many options. And based by what YouTube tells me about my viewer membership, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are probably of the age to be playing games with your kids or your grandkids. So get at it, y'all. And this is a good one. You got to be able to find this thing online discounted. You know what I mean? At your major retailers, I would think. Like game retailers. I'm not going to shout anybody out, but I ain't talking like, you know, I'm not talking Target or whatever. So, yeah. So, check it out, y'all. Karak, Kosmos Games. Be good to one another. Do what you feel.